Welcome to Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. Well, I want to say we had a wonderful victory against the Los Angeles Chargers at SoFi Stadium on Sunday and defeated them 40-17 in a great game by the Buccaneers, coming out in the second half, scoring 27 unanswered points, going in at halftime 17-13 and coming back and making 27 in the second half, winning that game. Baker Mayfield 4 touchdowns, had 1 pick. It was a great game, good running game, over 200 yards on the ground. Beat a team that we were not supposed to beat, and now going to 8 wins and 6 losses. We got a big game coming up Sunday night football, 8 o'clock. Dallas Cowboys, out in Dallas, Jerry World. Cowboys, Bucs. Big game for the Bucs. If we win it, it will be the 5 of the 7 games we picked here that they have won. They have won 4 of those 7 we have said that they would win. And as you know, last week on last week's show, Cowboy said he was kind of worried about the Chargers, and he really was. But we came out in the second half and scored 27 unanswered points. It was 17-13 at halftime. We were behind. But that second half looked like a new different team. Ran the ball on them, run it right down their throat, did a great job. A wonderful game, wonderful win. No injuries to report of the game. No major injuries by the Buccaneers. And we're looking at trying to go out there to Dallas and winning this game against the Cowboys. And then we get to come home against the Saints and the Panthers and finish our year out. So, big game Sunday night in Dallas. But a very, very good win, great win, good-looking win Sunday against the Los Angeles Chargers. Congratulations to the Buccaneers, the staff, and everyone else. And it's good that we come out of there with no injuries. So we'll be ready for this game against Dallas on Sunday night. A lot of other games went on. The Bills and the Lions. The Bills beat the Lions. Eagles and the Steelers. Eagles beat the Steelers. A lot of big games this week. Texans, Dolphins. Texans beat the Dolphins. A lot of injuries on the Dolphins in that game. A lot of games going on, as you know. You all follow the football games, as I do. But we got a big week this week. We got a lot of college football this weekend with the college football playoffs starting. The first round, not the teams that are in the bye, but the first round starts in college football playoffs. So that's something a lot of football through this holiday season. And before we get further along in this show, I want to wish everyone out there in Bucs Nation and in Sports Talk with the Cowboy Nation a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones. I want you to all go out and enjoy yourself and have peace on earth, goodwill towards men through this period of time, and really enjoy yourselves during Christmas. We won't be shooting the show next Wednesday. It'll be on Christmas Day. So I want to mention Merry Christmas to you right now and wish every one of you a Merry Christmas. Keep Christ in Christmas. It's his birthday. That's what we're doing this for. It's not a bunch of Santa Clauses and a bunch of retail stores when you really think about it. It's a manger in Bethlehem and the Lord Jesus being born. That's what this is about, this here holiday Christmas we call it. And keep him in mind and keep him in your heart and enjoy your Christmas. Before we go on with any more sports, I wanted to get that out of the way. So anyhow, the Buccaneers big game Sunday, Cowboys out in Dallas, 8 o'clock, NBC TV. Tune it in. Hope the Bucs win. Hope they win their 9th game and get ready to come home. They'll be coming home for the holidays. They'll be there for the last 2 games in Tampa. And maybe they can go to that 7-game streak. And we hope that they do. But the playoffs are now starting to really get formed up. A lot of teams already made the playoffs, as you know. Most of you know who they are, but we'll run a few. The Detroit Lions are already in the playoffs. Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, mathematically the Green Bay Packers. There's got to be a team in the West. Right now, the Buccaneers, if the season ended today, would be the champions of the South. They would be in the playoffs. So we only got 3 more games left. So it's getting down to the wire now. We got to get right here and keep winning. And I am worried in a way that we will run into a problem, but I don't want to think that way. I want to think positive and hope that we pull a big game out this weekend in Dallas. And all the other college games will be on Friday and Saturday starting this weekend, the 19th and the 20th. You'll be able to watch them and the first round of the college playoffs for the first time in history. And then they'll move to the bye week teams the following week after Christmas. So keep posted on all your football. In baseball news, the Tampa Bay Rays got the $700 million bond agreement, vote 5-2 in favor of the stadium. So they now have committed $1 billion. That's one with Billions. $1 billion without the S. $1 billion to building the new stadium for the Tampa Bay Rays. That vote was last night, 5-4, 2 against. It voted in. So we will have baseball in Tampa Bay. They have put up their money. Stu Steinberg, the owner of the team, is going to put up $300 million. We're going to put up as public taxpayers $1 billion. So that's the news on the Rays. Merry Christmas to the Rays, and Merry Christmas to all you Ray fans, and we all love the Rays, and now we know that their stadium has been giving that money to the owner. Whether he goes on, we're just hoping that he will, and I'm sure he will. And now in hockey, we won last night against the Calgary Flames, and that was the second victory in a row that we've run. Louis Gensel, our new player that we picked up in the free agency period, has scored in 7 continuous games. Even though some of them we've lost, he scored in 7 straight games with that puck. We're looking pretty good out on the ice. We'll have a little Christmas break here next week for the Lightning during the Christmas season. I think they're going to leave Monday night, and they won't play again until the Thursday or Friday after Christmas. So we got a few days for the Lightning. And so now I'm going to take your questions. We got a lot of them tonight. The first question is, did I think Baker Mayfield had a good game against the Chargers? And this is Eddie. And Eddie, he did have a good game. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. 169 yards to Mike Evans alone. Great game for Baker. He had 1 pick, 4 touchdowns. That's a great game, Eddie. He did a real great job against the Chargers, and hope he does as good against the Cowboys. We're praying he does. Merry Christmas, Eddie. Merry Christmas to you. And the next question is from Beverly, and Beverly wanted to know about the stadium and whether or not it will go through after the $1 billion has been given by the Pinellas County taxpayers. I think it will. The owner of the Rays, Stu Steinberg, said that since it took him an extra month to do it, it could be a couple $100 extra million that he'd have to put in, because he's only going to put in $300 million. But here's what I say to Stu. Stu, the taxpayers is giving you $1 billion, and nobody in America is giving you $1 billion to build you a stadium. You better just find somebody to put a name on the new stadium and give you a little bit of that $100 million that's overrun. You better get you the baseball commissioner to give you a little bit of money, or some of these rich teams to throw a little money towards you. Because, buddy, I don't think the taxpayer is going to give you that extra $100 million. I think you might need to go out and get that $100 million. You're a rich man. Put the name of somebody on that stadium. Okay? Let them give you a little bit of it. The taxpayers in Pinellas County and St. Petersburg gave you $1 billion to build your stadium. You better be damn happy with it. That's all I'm saying. God bless you, and thank you for your question. And the last question is from Alice, and Alice wanted to know about USFL transfer portal, and did we pick up any players for the Bulls for next year? Yes, we did. And the transfer portal, let's just cut the saying that it's the transfer portal. It's called free agency. That's what it's called in the NFL. That's what it is in college football. If my DJ X or myself are a football player, at the end of the year, we have a certain amount of time to call all the other colleges and say, how much will you pay me? And whatever they pay you and you want, you go to that college. That's what it is. That's what the transfer portal is. It's free agency for college football. And it's talking about millions of dollars, okay? The quarterback that was going to LSU, the 5-star quarterback, he was going to get $4 million to go to LSU. He was going to go to the campus that day and sign the transfer portal paper as if it's some kind of amateur sport. Guess what? Michigan Wolverines called him and said, we got $10.5 million up here in Michigan. He got on that same plane, flew to Michigan, signed that $10.5 million contract. Or portal agreement, which is, it's a contract, okay? So it's about the money, okay? So, yeah, we got a couple centers from Holy Cross and from Purdue. We got a defensive back from Florida. We got another couple defensive linemen from FIU. I don't know how good they are. And we got a safety out of Miami with the USF Alice. So far, it'll go to the middle of January, and there'll be a lot more players. And a lot of them are in bowl games, and they don't want to come out of the woodwork and start making the deals yet. But as soon as this season's over, college football season's over, and they've had a national champion, you'll see them come out like ants on a piece of cake and a picnic, okay? They'll get their money. But we've got 5 or 6 or 7, like I just told you, that are bona fide players. and surely add to the USF Bulls this next season and Alex Golish. He's going to the Hawaii Bowl. USF Bulls are going to the Hawaii Bowl out in Hawaii 2 days after Christmas, 27th of December in Hawaii. You can't pick a better place to go than Hawaii. Okay? Beautiful place. And we did get to go out there and play San Jose State. And we'll keep you posted, Alice, when we get back on whether they win or not. And you should tune that in, Alice. God bless you, Alice, for all the questions you give us all year long. And have a Merry, Merry Christmas with you and your family. DJX, what do you got for me?
Well, Cowboy, you know what it is. Let's get right off into it, buddy. All right.
Before we get going, Merry Christmas to you, DJX.
Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Cowboy.
And your family and all of your loved ones.
Yeah, yeah. I like the way you broke down that transportal thing. That's where it is. Very informative for a curious mind. How many touchdown passes did Baker Mayfield throw in the game, and who was the go-to guy?
Go-to guy was Mike Evans. He threw 4. He threw one to Rashad White, and he ran the ball, but it was a pass out of the backfield, so considered a pass. But Mike got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Mike Evans was his go-to guy.
All right. What was the key factor in the Buccaneers' second half dominance, according to head coach Todd Bowles?
Running the ball down their throat.
Mm-hmm.
Run. Make them, the linebackers, the defensive backs, come up to tackle the guy that's running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do that, guess where the receivers are at? Out there where they're not, because they're up at the line stopping the guy from running.
Waiting to receive.
They're waiting to receive, and they ain't got nobody helping cover them too good. Because as long as that running back can run 4 or 5 yards every time, it only takes 10 to make a first down. First down, he makes 5. Second down, he makes 5. Guess what? He's got a first down. You got to stop the run. And if you can run on them, which we did, and they pull them people up there to that line to stop that run, then if you're Baker, boom, Mike Evans down the sideline, 7 points.
Every time.
Every time.
All right. Cowboy, who going to the Super Bowl?
God, I hate to pick it right now. It's not.
It's early, ain't it?
It's early.
All right. Early. Well. Let's wait. Let's wait.
Yeah, we got to wait till
we'll come more. Back to that.
I've got a few favorites. I hope the Bucs.
For sure.
That'd be a Merry Christmas.
If not the Bucs, who?
Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah, I was thinking Detroit too. I was thinking them too.
If not Kansas City, Buffalo.
Sound good to me. Well, that's what I got for you tonight, Cowboy.
Well, God bless you, DJ X, and Merry
Christmas
again. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you out there tonight. Keep Christ in Christmas, okay? Keep Christ in Christmas, and do unto others as they do unto you, and peace on earth, goodwill towards men. And that's the thought of the season, but let's make it a thought of the year. Until next show, God bless you, and Cowboy out.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?